All right, guys, my name is Avery, and over the past 4 years, I've eaten 95% meat. I just made this new channel because I believe I have a lot of valuable information to share as far as how to make the carnivore diet process as smooth and as enjoyable as possible. All right, guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this. It is just pork belly and salt. I know it looks breaded. I promise it's not. It's only two ingredients. And what I'm going to do is give you a full tutorial on how I get it done. It tastes very similar to fried chicken in my opinion, but I don't have the sharpest taste buds, but this hits. If you guys don't know, pork belly is the same exact cut as bacon, but if you're getting it in larger chunks, so not into slices, then you're going to be paying a lot less. If you end up with pork belly with the skin on, which is not what I have here, but could totally do the same exact thing that I'm doing right here, it'll be even cheaper, right? So this right here was about $6 a pound, but if you're getting a whole slab of pork belly with the skin on, you can get something like that from like a Costco or a Sam's Club for literally $3 to $4 a pound. When bacon, already sliced up and cured bacon, that which is what a lot of carnivores are getting, already has, a lot of times sugar in it. It's got nitrites, which can be inflammatory, and it's normally got a bunch of other spices and other ingredients in there as well. And that's gonna run you anywhere from that like $10 to $12 a pound range, at least where I'm at in Florida. So I know it definitely depends on your location, but pork belly is almost always going to be cheaper. So I highly recommend you guys doing this because it's healthier, cheaper, and it honestly, in my opinion, it tastes better, guys. It tastes better. There's no point in putting a bunch of sugar on your bacon to try to make it taste good. Like, just get pork belly and do it the right way at the house. What I'm doing here is really the first step. All you got to do to get it to cook right is just cut some deep cuts into the fat side of the pork belly. So I'm trying to show you here, but as you can tell, there's like these cuts in it, and it's gonna allow it to cook a little better just because that fat is thick. And if you're not cooking that fat, really rendering it and getting it to get a nice sear deep in there, then you're not going to have as much flavor brought out as you would want. And then you're going to have more like kind of chewy fat bits than you would like. So go ahead and cut them all up. And I'll go ahead and fast forward through this part. It's pretty simple, straightforward. It's not hard to do. Just cut them about, 1/3 to a half of the way through on that fat side, and then you'll be good to go. Oh, and if you do buy a whole pork belly slab with the skin on and everything, I recommend just cutting it into thick chunks like this. So however big it is, cut it into, anywhere from like 8 to 12 nice slices that are the size of what I already have pre-cut right here, and then go ahead and start doing all this. Or you can do big slices across the top and then cut them into sections or whatever. It's just easier to get it in a pan if you've got them in pieces like this. Basically mega thick bacon is what we're going for. All right, right here, I'm just throwing some salt on there. I don't worry about getting it everywhere because once you put it in the pan, that oil starts going. That oil is gonna grab all that salt and then, put it all over the meat. So you don't really have to worry about it. I do recommend not over salting though, because it's really not a problem to salt them after they're done. Like right when you finish, you could just go ahead and throw salt on them after, and that's actually what I end up doing, just because it adds another layer of flavor, from the salt that you put on before the pan, and then that fresh salt taste afterwards. It just gives it a little more pop, if you know what I mean. And for me, this is not required, but it does help just get a better coating on there. You can go ahead and grab your grease trap that's been saving all of that beautiful grease from your bacon, because you've totally been doing that as you should have been doing and not throwing the bacon grease away, right? Obviously. Go ahead and throw it into the pan. I get two big spoonfuls right here. I mean, honestly, guys, the more the merrier. If I could deep fry these things, that would be optimal. I mean, if you have a deep fryer and just a buttload of animal oil somehow, some way, whether that's, ghee or bacon fat or even fat from your ground beef, like whatever it is, guys, if you're able to completely submerge these things into a deep fry type of deal, that's gonna be even better. You're really gonna be killing the game at that point. But what I do is I just add a little bit of extra um, bacon grease in there. And as you can tell, I've got this pan hot, okay? This is not all the way up on my stove. This is medium high. So out of 10, I've got it on a 7 right now. But as you could tell, it is hot. That bacon grease is smoking right now. You definitely want to be putting on that overhead fan, making sure you're not setting off any smoke alarms right now. Or just completely take the batteries out of your smoke detector, smoke alarm, whatever you call it, and you'll be good to go. But, make sure you do have ventilation in your house because I don't know how good it is to be breathing in this smoke for so long. But regardless, I've got my overhead fan on and I'm putting these babies down fat side down. The reason I do fat side down is because you want to ensure that you are getting that fat side cooked. If you end up cooking the other sides too quickly and you don't have enough crispiness on that fat side, then you messed up. It's not gonna completely ruin the meal. I mean, these honestly, guys, these are kind of hard to mess up. I've never messed them up. Just keep an eye on them. Okay, don't put it on the less fatty side and then just let it sit there and get way too crispy before you get the fat side crispy because you got to keep it in the pan until that fat side is nice and cooked because that's where that flavor is going to come out of. But anyways, just make sure you are cooking that fat side really well. Okay, guys. Right here, I put a lid on. Obviously, I don't know if this helps too much. I really just put it on there to prevent the grease from going everywhere and splattering and making a mess more than I want to clean up. But regardless, if you guys do put it on there, it's gonna help with that. And if you don't have one, it's not really gonna make a difference. I have cooked them all the way through without this lid. The first time that you do go about doing this, make sure that you are checking them often. You can easily let them sit for too long and let them get, really unevenly cooked. But what you want to do is just keep moving them and make sure that you're getting all of the sides. So right now you can see that top side that it's not done. That fat side is not completely done cooking, but now I'm going to flip them over and just get the other side a little caught up. And that way I don't have one side that's super done and then flip them over and then the other side gets super done. It's just going to keep them a lot more evenly cooked. So this is exactly a minute and a half from the last time that I put the pan on. I'm about to move them again. So if you guys do need something for reference, that 1 to 2 minute range mark, depending on exactly how hot your pan is going to be a good time to open it up and switch them around. If you don't have a lid, then perfect. You've hopefully been staring at them the whole time. Don't go anywhere far because you can easily get these guys messed up if you aren't paying attention. It's very hard to mess them up if you are paying attention, but if you aren't paying attention, same thing to over easy eggs and cooking a ribeye. You look away for a little bit and it just might go the wrong way. Okay, so move these boys around. What I try to do is get the ones that were in the middle and move them sort of towards the outside, just so, I mean, that middle of the pan is going to be hotter. So it's really just to try to get them all even. But there's a little trick I do in the end to make sure that they're all done exactly how I kind of want them. But on back with the lid, and I'm going to go ahead and skip to the next time I take it off. This time I'm taking it off about 2 minutes apart from the last time that I put the pan on there. If you guys don't know, I'm not using a timer or anything. I'm just going off my gut. And I think that you guys would have good success doing the same thing. Like I said, just hit that 1 to 2 minute mark and you should be good. But I think you guys get the gist of this now. Just keep them moving. Make sure you're finding those spots that are, that lighter color so you can put them against the pan into that oil or grease or whatever you're using and just really, really bring out the flavor on all sides of these things. All right, guys? Okay, so once you've got them like this, where you've got that nice crispy layer on a vast majority of it, and you're really just trying to even it out, what you can do is, I mean, pretty much just put it on manual mode where you press them down. So that's kind of the first method. And then the next method would be to actually move them, put them on the sort of like the edge of the pan. I'm sure I'm about to do it here in a second. Yeah, there you go. So put them on the edge of the pan. And then what you can do is if you get a spoon and rock your pan back, you can begin to baste them as if it was a ribeye steak. So as you'll see, I'm just throwing that really hot oil on top of them, and it's going to continue to cook them, even though it may not look like it's doing much, but if you do it yourself, you'll see that it is going to sizzle, and it will actually end up changing the doneness. My preferred method is number three, though, where you just do them one at a time, basically, and you just submerge them by doing the opposite tilt and just get them completely in that oil best you can. This is what I'm saying by like if you were able to fry these things, deep fry them, it would be even better. But the ones where you see portions of it that just aren't cooked quite as much as you would like it to, you can just submerge them real quick and it'll catch everything up. And then once it's done, I mean, guys, they're really just ready to get chopped up and eaten however you would like. Go ahead and give yourself a round of applause if you made it to this point because you have successfully created one of the best carnivore snacks, one of the best carnivore additives to almost any meal. What I used it for today after I cut it up into a bunch of little pieces was I threw it into a bowl with fried eggs and ground beef. I'm showing you that right here, right now. I like to keep that yolk runny. It gives the bowl just a whole nother level of texture. And I like to get those eggs nice and fried on the outside because that really is what's going to bring out that flavor. And this is all sitting on top of 2.5 pounds of ground beef. I cooked 5 pounds in total, cooked all that pork belly, made 6 eggs, and then split it up into two different bowls. It's going to last me anywhere from 2 to 3 days, but I like to eat, so I go through it pretty quick. But regardless, guys, it's really like anywhere from the $20 to $30 mark for 2 days of food. And some people are spending $20 in one fast food meal. So you can really save some money. And this, guys, it's flavorful. It tastes good. So you don't have to sit there and worry about the restriction of carnivore. This is fire. So get after it, guys. Use these, whatever you want to call them, the chicharron bites, the carnivore fried chicken. It doesn't matter. Use it for whatever type of recipe that you guys want. Get creative with it. Because something that I realized on the carnivore diet is that you don't need to know a bunch of full length recipes. You just got to know how to cook the stuff that you can cook in a few different ways so that you can add a bunch of variety in. It's like equipping more tools instead of, learning a bunch of long, drawn out, 3 hour long recipes. This right here actually does take a little bit to do. Not specifically with the pork belly. It's not that long of a process. I would say it's like 30 minutes and you can cook a bunch of it too. But with the pork belly and the fried eggs and the ground beef, I cooked them all in the same pan, so I was not multitasking. That took about an hour and a half, but that's an hour and a half of cooking for 2 to 3 days, and I don't have to cook tomorrow, and quite possibly, I only have to cook a little bit the next day. So that being said, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope that you guys did enjoy the video, and I hope that you guys let me know how this goes down in the comment section below, because honestly, guys, spending $12 a pound on bacon is just ridiculous. Like, there's no point in doing that nonsense, especially if you're going for the cleaner stuff. I mean, you could be running up to $15, $16 a pound if you're getting the organic and the, without all the extra stuff in it, or even uncured bacon can still be expensive. But if you guys are grabbing those slabs of pork belly, I'm telling you, it's going to cut the price in half, and you're going to be able to customize it in a way that you never have before. And I'm telling you guys, it is good, okay? I'm actually about to eat some, and just listen to the audio. Just listen to the audio.
God damn.
All right, guys, that originally was not going to be in the video, but it was the proof I needed to show you guys that these are really just that good. If you are interested in how to make fried eggs like I just shown you there, or if you want to know how to take your ground beef up to the next level and stop eating that gray, rubbery BS without adding ingredients in and staying strict carnivore, then please go ahead and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys want to see? This is a new channel and I could have really used the support early on. I really appreciate you guys watching the video all the way to the end, and I hope I didn't disappoint you with this recipe. Get out there, try it. I promise you'll save money and it tastes great.